Okay, so there is a lot to cover in this video. So I'm going to waste no time and I'm going to jump straight into it. This is an unbiased review of skilled funded traders. I have zero affiliation with them personally. Now, we're going to start off by taking a look at who owns skilled funded traders. Now, you may recognize some of these faces on screen. They're very well known within the trading space. Riz manages a podcast called Words of Wisdom on YouTube, and both Omar and Paladin also have a lot of credibility in the space. I believe they've both documented a lot of their Forex journey on YouTube, and I know that Paladin has recently started a boot camp or a community in which he looks after as well. Now, this is really great to see such transparency in terms of the founding team and having some well-known names managing a prop firm. I don't think is a bad thing, because when we look at their mission statement, it's to provide the best trading conditions for the prop firm industry. And that's drawing on the experience that they have, each managing their own funded capital. Now, do I think that they've achieved that mission statement yet? No, I don't. But do I think that their intentions are true? Yes, I do. And they're very new to the space, coming into the game at the back end, I think the second half of 2023. So I really think that this company is one to look out for. And I'm going to take you through the good, the bad, and the ugly now when we look at the challenges. And you can decide whether, it's the right prop firm for you. So if we go to the homepage, we're immediately met with some pop-ups to try and get on their mailing list, and I'll take you through some of their promotions later. Now, their Discord link doesn't work. Now, I already shot this video, but by the time I'd gone through all the bugs and the errors on the website, I was 17 minutes in. So skilled funded traders, get an independent review of your site. Some of your videos don't work. Some of your links don't work. And in terms of your user experience and the customer journey from deciding which challenge to take through to checkout, quite frankly, it's terrible. Now, we can see that when we look at the challenges, I'm immediately confused, right? We have a standard challenge. We have a skill challenge. We have an expert challenge. Within some of those, we have the option for a swing or a regular challenge. Not dissing swing. I think it's good to have both, but there's a lot of options there. If we include the add-ons as well, in terms of what type of drawdown you want, whether you want an equity-based balance drawdown or a balance-based drawdown, and the amount of different accounts that you can trade now from 5 through to 300k, you're looking at 30, 40 different options, a lot of buttons to press, a lot of confusion. And I'm guessing that you guys are losing a lot of sales because of it. So yeah, recommend having a look at it and making it a little bit simpler. So we'll start with the standard regular challenge. I believe this is probably the most popular type of challenge on the market today. And you'll notice that we have an option for an 8% or a 10% drawdown. Now, this is one of the things which is just a bugbear of mine. Make it clear why you have two options. I'd like to see a hover over here letting me know that if I stick to the default 10%, I'm going to pay on a 200k account. I'm going to pay a couple of $100 more than if I'm a conservative trader and I can manage an 8% drawdown, I'm going to pay $800. Now, is that also in line with their mission statement in offering the best trading conditions? Remove the amount of options to get to checkout. Come on, guys. Have a 10% drawdown. If you ask 100 traders are going to prefer a 10% drawdown if there's no difference in cost. FTMO, you are cheaper than, but if you have all of these add-ons and you are then more expensive by default, why are they not going to go with a more established company? Sort it out, please. But also, I'm so sorry to do this to them, but if you're on a 50, 100k, 25k, and you change the drawdown, it defaults back to 200k. Now, I don't know, is that because you only offer a 10% drawdown on 200k, or is that just another bug on the website? Very confusing. But they seem to want to push their traders to a 200k account. So let's have a look at the trading conditions for the standard regular challenge. Now, in terms of the conditions, I do think that they're really good because you have a profit target of 8%, which is a lot lower than the big boys on the market, such as FTMO. Their phase one is 10%. The phase 2 is 5%, which is fairly standard, and they've got a 1 to 100 leverage. What's also interesting is you have unlimited days to pass. This is one of the best moves the prop firm industry made, and I'm so happy that newcomers are following this trend and removing that pressure and burden on traders to pass within 30 days. And the minimum simulated trading days is 0, which is really interesting, which means you can pass this challenge in one trade, which is a little bit scary and probably doesn't prove consistency of those traders. But I'm not going to get into it in this video. We all know how these prop firm companies make their money. No hate there whatsoever. Now, you cannot hold over the weekend, even on the challenge or evaluation phase. Be aware that's different to the likes of FTMO. This isn't a direct comparison by any means, but don't want anyone to get caught out there. Now, you can trade the news on the challenge and evaluation, but not on the live account. We'll touch on price at the end of this video, as the marketing model within Skilled Funders Trader does give a lot of opportunity for discount and promotions, but again, can be a little bit confusing. Let's just say it's unlikely you're going to be paying full price for a challenge with them. Overall, though, when we look at the withdrawal bonuses, the profit targets that we have to hit, the leverage, etc., this is a great challenge. Now, what I'm not happy with, me personally, is this option of the 8% versus the 10% drawdown. Now, we've already touched on that. So the other thing I'm not happy with here is that the daily virtual loss and the drawdown is equity based by default. Now, what that means is if you're holding positions overnight, or if you're opening multiple trades within a single day, you're very limited in terms of the drawdown that you can sit in, even if you're running in profit, which is bizarre to me to think that you could be running on 2-3 trades in profit and then violate a max daily drawdown rule and completely lose your account. Now, granted, they give you the option to buy balance-based drawdown, but I don't see why it's not just a balance-based drawdown. Again, if you asked 100 traders, they're all going to say that they want a balance-based drawdown. If I'm wrong and there's benefits to having equity-based board drawdown, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know. But if their mission statement is to provide the best trading conditions, just have a set 10% drawdown and a balance-based drawdown. Okay, so that's my summary for the standard challenge. Now, it's worth noting, if you are looking for a swing challenge, that of course you can hold over the weekends and you can trade through news, but you will have a lot less leverage to play with. Now, it's not all bad. I hope it's not coming across like that. If we look at the skilled challenge, I do think they're doing something really unique here and exciting, and I will tip my hat off to skilled funded traders. This gives a lot of people access to a challenge at an affordable cost, whereby the time to value in getting a live account can be incredibly short. So what do I mean by that? Well, the profit target is only 6% on phase 1, which is absolutely incredible. I haven't seen that anywhere else on the market. Do let me know if there is, and I would love to review them as well. Phase 2 is also 6%, which is a little bit cheeky, being that most challenges are 5%. But if you average that out, 5.5% odd on each phase, it's incredible. I haven't seen that anywhere. So if you meet the minimum trading days of 5 and you don't breach that daily loss, which again is a lot lower, it's at 4% on this challenge, then you'll get access to that capital a lot quicker. Now, leverage is smaller. It's 1 to 50 here, so something to be aware of. But I don't see that as a bad thing always. A lot of the time, if you're opening a new brokerage on a personal account, they'll give you less leverage. If you're buying your first or your second home, it's unlikely you're going to leverage yourself up to your eyeballs in terms of how much you borrow from the bank, because if you can't make those repayments, you lose your home. It's the same thing in trading. Leverage exists within the housing retail market as well as the trading space. But things to look out for is making sure that you select the right account. Firstly, you're aware of what drawdown suits you, and that you're going to pay, and just you're going to have to accept that you're going to have to pay for a 10% drawdown. And make sure, if you don't want an equity based drawdown, you choose a balance based drawdown. Now, if we look at prices on a 10K standard account here, we can see it's, see, I've changed something, so it's jumped to 200K. We can see it's $549. I believe FTMO is around $100 more. So they are really competitive, but by the time you've added the add-ons, it's going to work out there or thereabouts. However, skilled funded traders do have a good marketing team, because I've got about 500,000 emails from them with different promotions, which seem to come through on the daily. We can also see here, if we click this banner, we'll get some white space, but it should then take me to an option to sign up for a mailing list. So have a look, see what discounts are available to you before you purchase a challenge, to make sure that you've got the best price. I would like to see it whereby there isn't so much spam when it comes to the email marketing and promotions, to make it a little bit more exclusive and exciting when they do have promotions on. Because what this can lead to is, when you've got traders, customers at checkout, and there's nothing which says you're guaranteed the best price today, they're going to start going away and they're going to start looking for these coupon codes here, there, and everywhere. They're going to be Googling it, asking in their Discord chat, checking their emails. And if those coupon codes then don't work, or they can't find a good coupon code, it means they're either going to wait or they're going to abandon their checkout. So again, that optimization and that user experience on the website does need to be improved, because my concern here is, what does it then look like within that client area when I'm trying to go ahead and make a payout? So stay tuned for part 2, because I do want to support these guys. I do think they're onto something great here, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring to the market. So I'm going to try a live challenge and see if I can get through to a first payout and share that with you on YouTube. Let me know in the comments what you think of skilled funded traders, if you're going to be trying a challenge, if you're already funded with them, and what your experience has been. But be safe there, enjoy your trading, and I'll see you in the next video.